Welcome to Explain the Charts, your go-to source for in-depth market analysis. Today, August 10th, 2025, we're dissecting Bitcoin's recent movements, starting with the headline news that's shaping investor sentiment. A major piece of news that recently hit the wires is Harvard's significant $116 million stake in BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin ETF, signaling growing institutional adoption and confidence in crypto assets. This news aligns with broader trends, as Donald Trump recently signed an order allowing crypto into 401k retirement plans, further mainstreaming digital assets. These developments are incredibly bullish, demonstrating a deepening integration of Bitcoin into traditional finance. We've also seen reports that Bitcoin recently surged past the $117,000 mark as key political figures embrace crypto, directly reflecting the positive market reaction to such legislative changes. On the flip side, some traders have voiced a more cautious outlook, suggesting that buying Bitcoin years ago might not have made you rich today, which highlights the importance of timely entries and exits, even in a long-term bullish asset. However, other analysts are forecasting substantial upside, with some predicting Bitcoin could reach $150,000 before encountering a major bear market, a testament to the strong underlying bullish conviction. Beyond Bitcoin, we're seeing positive ripple effects across the crypto ecosystem, as the legal battle between Ripple and the SEC has concluded, causing XRP's price to jump. And Jack Dorsey's block has increased its Bitcoin holdings to $1 billion. These events collectively paint a picture of increasing institutional trust and broader market acceptance, which is a powerful fundamental tailwind for Bitcoin. Now, let's correlate these narratives with the raw data on the charts and see how price action has responded. Looking at the daily chart for BTCUSD, we can clearly see the long-term bullish trend that has been in play, driving prices significantly higher since March 2024. Starting around the $70,000 level in March 2024, Bitcoin experienced some initial volatility, including a dip to the mid-$60,000s in early April. A notable event occurred on August 5, 2024, where Bitcoin saw a dramatic drop to a low of $49,050, accompanied by exceptionally high volume, but it quickly recovered, forming a long lower wick. This specific candle, which looks like a hammer or a bullish pin bar, indicates strong buying pressure at that lower level and established a critical long-term support zone around $49,000. Following this pivotal event, the price began a more consistent ascent through the latter half of 2024. Fast forward to November 2024, and the impact of the positive news, such as the 401k announcement, becomes evident as Bitcoin surged spectacularly, breaking past its previous highs. We saw a massive 9.03% jump on November 6th and an impressive 10.38% increase on November 11th, pushing the price well into the high $80,000s. This rapid ascent continued, and by mid-December 2024, Bitcoin comfortably broke the psychological $100,000 mark. The rally extended into January 2025, where Bitcoin reached a peak near $109,000, which aligns with the record high mentioned in some news reports, before experiencing a significant pullback to around $92,500. This sharp reversal demonstrates that, even within a strong uptrend, profit-taking and market corrections are natural occurrences, and the $100,000 level briefly acted as resistance before becoming support again. After a period of consolidation around the $95,000 to $97,000 range in February, Bitcoin saw another sharp drop to $84,000 by February 26, but quickly found buyers, indicating solid support at these lower levels. A strong bounce in early March, with a 9.58% gain from $84,000 to $94,000, confirmed the resilience of these support zones. Throughout April and May 2025, the price maintained an upward trajectory, regaining momentum and pushing back above $100,000 in May, eventually hitting a new local high of $111,722 by May 22. The overall trend since then has remained bullish, with consistent attempts to push higher. In July 2025, we witnessed Bitcoin's continued strength as it pushed beyond the $117,000 mark mentioned in the news, eventually hitting an impressive $123,000 on July 14th. This latest peak represents a significant resistance level that the market attempted to breach. Since then, Bitcoin has experienced a natural pullback, currently trading around the $116,000 to $117,000 range. If we zoom into the recent price action on the 1-hour chart, we can see this recent consolidation more clearly, characterized by tighter price swings and fluctuating volume. The price is currently oscillating around the $117,000 to $118,000 area, confirming a period of short-term indecision. Looking even closer at the 15-minute chart, we observe even more granular short-term volatility, with price hovering in the $114,000 to $115,000 range in early August. The short-term trends on these smaller timeframes show a slight bearish bias as the market digests the recent gains from the larger daily chart rally. Now let's analyze the key price levels, support, and resistance zones. On the bullish side, the immediate resistance level to watch is the recent high around $123,000. A decisive breakout above this level, especially with strong volume, would signal a continuation of the uptrend and potentially target the highly anticipated $150,000 level. Key support levels on the daily chart include the psychological $100,000 mark, which has repeatedly shown its strength as a rebound point. Further down, the $80,000 area has proven to be a robust support zone during previous significant pullbacks, acting as a critical floor for price corrections. And, as we highlighted, the $49,000 area, established during the August 2024 event, represents an extremely strong historical support level. For short-term traders, watching the $114,000 to $115,000 range on the 15-minute chart is crucial, as a breakdown below this could lead to further short-term correction, while holding it could indicate a potential bounce. So, are we bullish or bearish on BTCUSD? Short-term, the market is currently in a phase of consolidation, but the overarching sentiment remains strongly bullish due to significant institutional and political tailwinds. The continuous influx of capital from major players like BlackRock and the positive regulatory environment, exemplified by the Trump administration's stance on crypto, provide robust fundamental support for higher prices. Long-term, the outlook is overwhelmingly bullish, reinforced by the consistent breaking of previous resistance levels and the strong recoveries from dips, demonstrating sustained demand. Reasons to be bullish are centered around growing institutional adoption, supportive government policies, and analyst predictions of a parabolic move to $150,000. However, reasons to be cautious or short-term bearish include the recent pullbacks from all-time highs, which signal profit-taking and potential for further downside if buying pressure wanes. The market may also see some volatility around macroeconomic news events or unexpected regulatory shifts. When deciding when and what price to trade, always consider volume alongside price action. Strong volume on upward moves reinforces breakouts, while high volume on downward moves that are quickly bought up, like the August 2024 event, indicates strong underlying demand and potential reversal points. Look for clear candlestick patterns signaling reversals, such as hammers or bullish engulfing patterns near support, or bearish patterns near resistance. Confirming breakouts with subsequent retests of the broken resistance as new support is also a reliable strategy. To recap the important price levels, immediate resistance lies at $123,000. If this level is breached convincingly, Bitcoin could target higher echelons. Key psychological and structural support is found at $100,000, a level that has proven its strength multiple times. A deeper support exists at $80,000, which acted as a major floor during previous significant corrections. And remember the exceptionally strong historical support near $49,000, a level unlikely to be retested without extreme market events, but important to recognize for its resilience. Unbiased predictions for the short to medium-term lean bullish, with a high likelihood of Bitcoin eventually breaking above $123,000. I'd put the likelihood of a sustained break above $123,000 at 75% within the next few months, provided institutional adoption continues and regulatory news remains favorable. If the $123,000 level is overcome with strong buying volume, a move towards $130,000 and even $150,000 becomes highly probable. Perhaps an 80% chance of reaching $130,000 in this scenario. There's a moderate chance, perhaps 40%, of a retest of the $100,000 support if the current consolidation extends or profit-taking intensifies, which would likely present a strong buying opportunity if it holds. A drop below $80,000 is less likely in the short term, perhaps a 20% chance, but it's a level to watch if broader market sentiment turns negative. Things to look for include continued positive news from the ETF space, any further government initiatives, and sustained high trading volumes on upward price movements. Always keep an eye on global macroeconomic indicators and any major shifts in central bank policies, as these can impact the broader crypto market. That's all for today's in-depth analysis on BTCUSD. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more insights from Explain the Charts.